Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Dungeonmans. Nuja Frong, our Lady Bannermans. God, how do I come up with these awesome names? Seriously. Does anyone understand my greatness? I don't think even I do. Anyway, we gotta do some shopping here. Basically, I need to get some scrolls and potions for my journeys. And I want to find a good town. Foul Springs is a maximum of 8. Oh man, but I don't know how much Purloin inventory I have. I don't think I have any. I have 10! So when I said I don't think I have any, what I meant was I have enough to fill up that town. Is there anything better than 8? The town, so that, I've not been to that town. I think that town is fine. Okay, I want to go here to this tower eventually. Or perhaps the Silent Bone of Lethopus. That sounds cool. But we're going to go over to the highest prosperity town I know of, which is 13. So that's straight up and over. There's a fight here. I'm just going to do it to get some more Purloin inventory. These archers, they inflict bleed, so it's really important to turn on Fervor because that stops bleed. Clang! Bitches! Alright. Pole arms are pretty amazing. As you can see, they just break physics. Now, I am kind of regretting a few things about this. I think the drink a potion for free thing is not worth the stamina decrease, or the increase to stamina costs. I had to start using a suboptimal shield just because the best shields in the game all had, I'll give you a stamina decrease. So with the decrease in stamina combined with the increase of, the increase of stamina-based powers was just too much for me to deal with. Alright, I'm gonna kill one of these archers. Wait for the strain to go away. Alright, this is the edge of the banner. I did not put that banner in a good place, unfortunately. So I'm gonna step out of it. Alright, I got pushed back into it. Oh, the archer's running away. But there we go. That should kill him. And my health is fine. Let's pick up some silver here. Okay, this is the champion, just a swords person. Lance Hard 6 Fowler. Alright, he's actually a level below me, so I don't know why this is billed as adventurous, considering that I'm actually fighting someone whose level is lower than mine. Kind of weird, but whatever. I'm going to drop a banner because I'm not crazy. 600 health is a lot of health to chew through. I'm going to turn... Actually, Fervor's already on. So... just going to do my usual thing. I found a really cool option before the last video I forgot to tell you guys about, which is you can turn on screen shakes whenever you score a crit. It's very, very cool. It's a very protracted death animation. Don't think this is anything good. Alright, we're out of here. So now I got 12 Purloin inventories. I'm sure I'm going to find a town that has like a higher prosperity limit the moment I finish this upgrading this place, but whatever. Then after I die, this thing, you know, will be prosperity level 7, so the new hero will be able to spend their Purloin inventory elsewhere. Alright, so if we look at our equipment, basically, I could use some better headgear. I could also probably use better, boots and armor. I mean, they might have some boots and armor for me to find. I haven't enchanted any of this stuff. I doubt I'm gonna find a better firearm. I mean, or firearm, polearm. If I found one that had like freezing enemies in place and it recovered stamina instead of mana, because the mana's worthless. I'm really never gonna run out of mana. Then I'd buy that, but the odds of that are very small. So they don't have any Guild de Molars, they have a Sprawlitzer, which is old. For potions, healing potion, I should really look to see what I want for potions. Protection, fire and ice, and poison, that's nice. Pin to win, I have a ton of. Fortify weapon, eat curse. Blinking, I have a bit, but I could buy some more. Stamina drops, I could use some more of these. I should really sell off these. They have a really high gold value, and I don't really understand how 6 stat points is going to make that big of a difference. Although maybe I should just keep it. I don't know. So I can drink it for free. It doesn't cost me an action to drink. And then I get some bonus. I don't know. I'm just going to sell them. Lesser healing potions, champions. Bark skin is nice. Mana is kind of pointless. Got an antidote. I could use some... I got anti-bleeding. What was it that I wanted to shop for? I seem to have a lot of all the types of potions. Well, I'll just trust my old self. See what we've got here. And, alright. Liquid bandage. Ah, man, I'm just gonna get more combat blinking. This way I won't feel quite as bad about using it. Oh, some actually unknown scrolls there. Alright, Poot. Vinny Poots. Every single one of them has a name with Poot of some sort. Bolster weapon. Oh, yes. Definitely want one of those. You know what? F it. F it right in the A. I'm going to try to see if I can upgrade my thing a 5th time. I'm going to just try it. What's the worst that can happen? It'll fail. So, Scroll of Bolster Weapon. It's a minor enchantment anyways. The weapon can no longer be bolstered by scrolls. The scroll was not destroyed. Well, that's so nice. So, unfortunately, I got the same thing twice, which maybe increases the likelihood of it happening. It's the freezing effect. I have the mana recovery, which kind of sucks. And this stuff's unidentified, which is not that helpful. Alright, let me actually sell some crap. So, I just don't want to have my stuff, my inventory taken up by potions I'm never going to use, like the wonderful Heartburn. Oh, seriously, is it? Oh, no. God darn it. Lesser champions I'll keep. Healing I'll keep in desperate cases, sure. Flume potion. They only give me 3 gold for it. That kind of sucks. Because it has such a high value to buy, but... let's do it. I really just don't see the value of those. Stamina. Alright, these guys are stupid. Inventory management could definitely be a little better. I'm not gonna lie to you about that one. This is really unnecessarily complicated. Eat curse I need to keep, just in case. Identify. I never use them, but whatever. Fire, protection, ice, poison, that's good. Boot barter. Really don't like at all. And Salford Solve, and that basically clears everything from a piece of gear, letting you re-enchant it. But I don't want to do that yet. Okay, actually, is there a shop here? This is a shop, isn't it? Terra boots. Bark skin. Let's get some more of these healing potions. I'm not gonna buy the lesser ones though. Oh, so many things. I guess I could start saving up my gold to get a book at some point, but that's quite a lot of gold I still have to get. Alright, anyway, sorry if that was a little boring. So I'm not gonna go back there. It's trivial. It should blow up, but I accidentally stepped inside, so it won't blow up. I'm going to avoid that. Is this trivial by any chance? No, it's adventurous. Those are mundane. So I'm going to go to this thing. It's really kind of similar to all the other stuff, but it has a different, thing. It looks like a tower. So let's go ahead and go in here. The tower indestructible. Fancy, you actually like walk up the pathway. What the hell is this? Brigand Deadeye. Well, that sounds harder than the other ones. Indeed, that was significant damage to me. Land sakes. So these appear to just be like upgraded forms of the monsters I've been fighting. Who are you? God damn it. That needs to be fixed. Fuminologist. I think actually that's the same as the other ones. Or maybe it used to be like a wizard man's. Alright, are the necromancers any harder? No. End of that story. I like this layout, it's nice. I'm gonna put the banner kind of down here, make sure I don't get out of the edge of it. Yeah, I do not want to move. I like this layout. I like these graphics for this place. Bonk. step back, see if that guy will step in so I can hit them both at once. Perfect. Take that, you ninnies! I think I have yet to take damage from a necromancer. I don't, to be honest, actually know what's going on with those guys. Wow. I think I actually took some damage from that one. Gildemolard. Alright. This guy, I'm gonna drop my banner because I want to actually get some health and stamina back. Yeah, you! I don't think I like you. That's why you're going to die. Alright, we're level 8, that's pretty good. I now get to get a point, obviously, because that happens every level. I still don't care about these real armor upgrades. I might get them if I weren't wasting 2 points on this stuff. But I've really got to make every point count, so we're going to go back to the Bannermans, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this. To be honest, I've never used it before. We'll just have to see. Let me check it out. So it's like a ranged AoE, which is actually pretty good. That is a useful thing to have. I just wish it didn't cost 20% as much stamina as it should, or 20% more stamina than it should. These guys hit really hard. When I was playing with a bow, my bow did not do that much damage. Seriously, those guys, like, do as much with their bows as other enemies do with their melee attacks, which begs the question, why doesn't everybody just wear a bow if they're that effective? Oops. I wonder if enemies respawn in here. These are such open layouts. I don't know why I think open layouts would mean no bad guys respawning. Yeah, there's one. Dude, I love that trumpet noise. I mean, it'd be worth it just for that. Okay. Bow guys means... Oh, that's good. This wizard blew me right next to the bow guy, which I'm pretty jazzed about. They're really durable, too. Those bow guys have, like, a boat ton of health and armor. It's crazy. Okay. Oh, my God. That looked like 917 damage for a second. But it wasn't. It was just 19 and 17 at the same time. All right. That should kill her. 13 out of 112. Yup. Okay, I'm gonna move sideways. This thing is in range. I whack it. Oh, froze. Oh, geez. 197 damage again. Lights thing. Perfect. Man, when that does not one-shot those cryo mistresses, I am gonna be in trouble. So carefully escape dungeon. In case you forgot, what that does is it makes you escape to the top of the dungeon after 20 rounds. Does that do anything to me? I don't understand what that does, but I'm not complaining. Wham! Oh, suck it. So I did the counterattack because of the banner, and that made that a very easy fight. Oh god, that's some kind of a psychomancer. Alright. It does not die in one hit. Alright, let's use this new ability, see what that does. What it does is it kills them. Pretty good experiment. Pretty glad I conducted it. Okay. Yeah, so if I were to make this character again, what I would do is actually, so my armor's just been destroyed. What I would do is, I thought this was a champion. Oh, I guess not. I guess it just had a buff of some sort. What I would do is I would definitely not do the drinking potions thing. I haven't used that enough. Like, it's been handy a couple of times, but I think probably a better strategy is, like, don't put yourself in a situation where like, drinking a potion makes the difference between living and dying. Okay, let me pause here. I'm gonna... Oh, the cross. I should have done it a turn earlier. Okay, I need to hit this because this is melee, so they're gonna have to come up to me, but these guys, I just want them to die. I've got Fervor, I've got the banner. Pretty happy with everything. Now I can hit both of them with this. Oh no, this one already died. Oh, froze it. Perfect timing. Oh, you actually climb up the tower. That's so cool. I like this already. Alright, I see an enemy on the edge of my vision, so we're gonna drop a banner. Alright, let's step back. And that, as they say... Ooh, I get some more mileage out of that banner. So I think you've probably seen enough times by now why I really like the freezing attribute as it continues happening. I probably don't want it on my weapon twice, but once is really nice. I'm on fire, literally, like it's hurting me and I might die. Once is nice, and I'm definitely willing to sacrifice, you know, whatever 2d4 fire damage instead, or like letting enemies on fire or burning them, because at the end of the day, it's just more fire, more damage, and the freezing effect gives me some utility I don't want to pass up. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can duck out of the way of her ice attack. I'll split the banner out here, nice and central place. I don't want to shoot this guy with a light spear. I want to save that, so I'm gonna just wait. Oh, there they are. Okay, so if I attack here, it's actually gonna hit the guy behind her. Which seems like a good time. If I could move away, but I'm just gonna do this again because I'd rather hit them both and get the life gain from both of them than step away and not take damage from her. Alright, that went well. Oh, wait a minute, is that guy special? Well, since I'm far away from everybody, let me set a banner a little bit ahead of myself because I'm gonna be stepping forward. Nope, it's just a regular run-of-the-mill fuminologist. Oh, look, a polearm wielder is better at fuming than you are. Ooh, Brigand Deadeye, you should have run away while you had the chance. So, what would I have taken in place of... Let me just take a look. So, I'm not actually happy with either of my perks. This, the pain it has caused me has come up several times, but the benefit doesn't really come up enough to justify the pain, so I wouldn't take this again. And I wouldn't take that again either. Or, sorry, Scrounger, begging your pardon. Wait, scouting? What the... Do I actually have a thing in scouting? Huh! You don't say. I guess Bannermans start with a scouting point. Yeah, this is really not worth it at all in the slightest, but it does mean I can get this skill later, which takes you back to the academy instantly from anywhere in the overworld. I mean, it's cool and all, but it's just not worth, like, taking that over a skill that can actually help you survive fights and not die. God, those guys hit really hard. Alright, I'm still within the banner. Now I'm going to target the front guy to kill off the back guy. Freeze the front guy, so I'll step away. Oh, the banner went away. That's too bad. So I didn't leech any health from that one. I'm just going to kill him. So I'm not happy with either the scrounging perk or the healing potion perk. Ouch. Thank you for coming up to me, mistress. Oh, I'm frozen. I cannot move. I was trying to move, and it was making her attack me. Are these really chests, or am I about to die? Well, I'm going to turn on Fervor just in case. I'm just suspicious. No, they really were just chests guarded by 2 mundane enemies. That's awesome. Cool beans, beauty queens. Cool. I took 1,000 damage. Alright. Gotta walk carefully. Sometimes if you're on autopilot, you just walk a bunch of steps and you realize you're dead. Up. Let's drop a banner. I life gained from those too, that's interesting. I'm gonna let this guy come to me, because I'm in the banner. Wank, wank, and wank. Yeah, so because I have that perk that makes all my stamina powers cost an extra 20% stamina, I am not using as good of a shield as I could be using, which is really sad, because that means I'm not getting as many blocks. It just causes all kinds of problems. So I would definitely not take that perk again, as a Bannerman's at least. Scrounger, I mean, sure, I probably have more gold and I found more items because of it, but it's just hard for me to get excited about that perk. Oh, a Necromancer finally attacked me! I blocked an attack. Wow, that was cool. Very brave of you to do that, because now you're frozen and you will die. Why do wizards come at you? That's kind of impressive. Alright. I like these towers. These are compact levels. And it's actually very thematic that, you know, you can't go up until you get all the way to the center, which means you've explored the whole map. Oh my god, what's this? Treasury guard. It's a lot of head points I have to chew through. And then this is Lance Moody Holloway. Alright, well, he's a necromancer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down. My instinct is like, necromancers. I've never found one that was at all hard. But that's the kind of thinking that you do typically right before you die. So first of all, let's rest until healed. Monsters? Seriously? Well, I guess they do respawn. Or maybe it was just noticing the monsters near the staircase. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn on our fervor. And I'm gonna drink a potion. Yeah, I'm gonna just do it because I've got plenty of potions. We're gonna do a lesser champion's potion, so you hit harder, heal faster, and you miss less. That's all good stuff. Let's go here. I should have technically drunk the potion on the stairs. And we're gonna go up here. First order of business, of course, is drop a banner. Second order of business, I need to figure out who these I need to kill. So this guy has 500 points, this guy has 300. Man. So I'm gonna actually drop this. That did actually, that is an insane amount of damage. Wow, that did over 100 damage. It's like better than a wizard spell, jeez. Not that I'm complaining, but all right, I can't hit them both, unfortunately, but that's fine. We're gonna have to focus down this guard. Oh, please stand right behind the guard. Thank you. Thank you, Lance. Lance the pants. All right, I'm still at full health, so this is not a problem. Still at full health, so yeah, I guess this guy really just isn't that hard. Apparently, necromancers just aren't that hard in this game, which is fine by me. I got a one-use tower treasury key. Fancy! I've never been here before. Do these doors require it? Let's see. Ah. Aha. Well, I wonder. Oh man, this is where you need those like stupid ass scrolls that reveal all the treasure. Because then you'd know what was the best place to go. Well, this place looks like it's big, so let's go there. Got a champion here, which is fine by me. Lousy shields. Yeah, that's pretty lousy. Oh, she actually moved back thanks to Magic Arrow. I'm okay with this situation. I got Fervor, I got my banner. Let's kill the archer. Now we can turn our attention to this guy. And he drops another key. I don't actually know because I've never been here before. But if I had to guess, I'm guessing this doesn't happen in every single treasury room. So, let's see. What else looks good? This one looks like a pretty big one. Got another one of these necromancers. Now I'm a little bit more cocky because I really just don't think these guys got anything at all on me. Like, I just don't understand what the dealio is for realio. Does this guy have less health? 330, 309. I've actually beaten this guy further down. Love those auto attacks. Proof of strength for 0 effort. And killed him on the counterattack. Huh, is there just a treasury guard in every room? I don't know, but this is sure a lot of fun. Wow, I'm pretty much at 1,000 gold. I might even be able to afford a book at some point. Oh, no treasury guard in this one. Old Henderson. Oh man, beware of a fat, shirtless guy with a cape and a sword is what my grandfather always used to tell me. So let's be careful here. Okay, I froze him. But unfortunately, I'm in kind of the wrong place. Oh no, my banner reaches out this far. That's fine. So I should still be life leeching from him. And he's down to 4 health, so we're looking pretty good here. Alright, I got 3 of the 4 rooms. Never you mind, boys and girls. There was a guard right there that was like, "Old Henderson, fuck him. Just fuck that guy. I am not gonna lift a finger to help him. I'm just gonna hide in the corner till he's dead, and then I will come out." Well, it's possible that I was just incredibly lucky. And there just happened to be, I just happened to pick the room for last that didn't have a guard in it. Or there is a guard in every room. All right, we got Jake Scabies Wolf. That is a scary nickname, if I ever heard one. It's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go to the dentist. Do you have any dentists you recommend? No, not really, but let me just say, don't do Jake Scabies Wolf. That guy runs a shady-ass practice. Am I on fire? I'm on fire. I'm gonna actually step forward and let this guy hit me. Okay, let's drink a potion. It's really important to drink potions before you get fucked. That should be like on a shirt. Papa Boris says, drink potions before you get fucked. All right, let's see. Do I have a healing potion? I do have a lot of them, right? So we're gonna go ahead and kill off Mr. Scabies. And then, yes, I guess all of these treasure rooms had a guard in them, thus enabling you to open up all of the doors. Cool. The reason I was skeptical, if you're wondering, is that there was that one time, I think in an earlier video I mentioned, we came up to a room that was like a gambling room where you could like pay 100 gold, and I said that what you do is you go to a place and there's 3 chests, and only one of them actually had something in it. So I didn't think they would be so nice. Anyway, well. Wow, this is good text. You should always read this stuff. All right, what is this? I actually don't know how many hit points he has. I know he's dangerous. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is drop a banner. Let's drop it here. He's just taking one step at a time. Okay, I'm gonna turn on fervor. What the hell? I need to be very careful because I might want to run. Is the thing. He's a warlord, so he's gonna bring things to help him. I see. Okay. Okay, what's this? What is this? Do I need to step out of here? Fuck, I'll step out of it, but I don't actually know. I think it's really a good thing I stepped out of there. Okay, we need to drink a potion, because I got free potions, so you fucking bet I'm gonna drink them. I'm gonna drink a lesser healing potion. I'm gonna kill this brigand, or try to. God, that brigand has a lot of health. I need to drink another potion. Let me drink a champion's potion. Alright, I need to step out of that, clearly. I'm going to now drink a, something very important. A bark skin ironwood brew, so I don't take as much damage. It's very important to click slowly in this fight, because I do not want to accidentally get hit by whatever the fuck that is. I don't want to miss my banner going away. I'm gonna put fervor back on. I think it's important. I am, what? What just happened? Well, let's drink a healing potion. I could very well die here. Maybe I accidentally got hit by one of those things. I can't seem to be able to freeze him. Oh, he's frozen. Oh my god. Oh, but I'm pinned. Oh, good. It's a good thing I got unpinned before bad things happened. This is why I probably should actually stand right next to him. Either I get hit by this thing, or I use a scroll of blink. Because I don't actually have any dash moves, which is a little bit embarrassing. But I think it's worth using a scroll here. I mean, I did buy a frickin' monkey ass ton of these things. I am going to actually stand next to him. Oh my god, why didn't my blink work? Oh god, that's too bad. So, we'll have to try that tower again with our next character to see if I can avenge my death. The tower was cool. I like the layouts. That was fun. That fight against the warlord was fun. I don't know why my blink took effect after his wacky thing. That could be a bug. That could be working as intended. It's possible that if I had been playing a character that had a blink move, the move would have gotten me out of there. But really, I knew that he did that kind of shit, so I probably should have just stood right next to him. I got greedy stepping away. I think that with my potions, I had enough. And with my life gain from the banner, I could have killed him if I just kept sitting next to him. So anyway, that's that. Let's take a look at how long that video was. 29 minutes? Let's start a new character. Oh, I'm sad I died. But, you know, it's good that we get to do a new character. I will be remaking a Bannermans in the future at some point. That is probably what I'm going to beat the game with. Ultimately, it seems like the strongest hero to me. But I'm going to use a different way of building him. So it'll be even better. It's a good thing I died. So this person is going to be our psychomancer. So we're going to call him... Tycho the Psycho. No, let's make him a little bit fancier. Tycho del Psycho. Alright. Stat sheet. You want the one with the highest total, and 18s and 17s are worth a little more because they cost more points to get up to. Looks like my best bet is this one, 18, 15, 13, 13, as opposed to 18, 15, 13, 9. Pretty good stat sheet. Let's go grab the Psychomancer. Now this is a complicated class, but I don't think it's as complicated as the Necromancer or the Southern Gentleman's. Those are like the hardest ones in my opinion to play. So he's complicated, but it's not too bad. So what we're gonna do is, I've pretty much done just about everything here. Let's grab World Champion. So what this does is it makes more champion monsters appear, which is a good thing because each champion that you kill gives you a proof of strength, which gives you more stat points. But it's a bad thing directly because you don't get... Well, it's a bad thing directly because a champion monster can kill you, of course, if you're unprepared. And it's a bad thing indirectly because you're not taking a different perk that could actually help you succeed in your adventures. I think I haven't taken this, which is just bad, or this, which is really bad. Man, getting 4 rounds for every 5 rounds the monsters get in exchange for bleed immunity is really not worth it. I can take purple, although I don't know what even deals dread purple damage. I could just take some health. You know what? Let's just, for variety's sake, let's make this guy purple-ated. Sure. So this is a monk. There's pretty much only one monk thing, which is this one. So there's Tycho del Psycho. Level 1. Psychomancer. Okie doke. We'll just, I guess, clear out the Kobold Warrens with this guy, and then we'll call it a day for this video. So let's go over here and pre-identify some scrolls. Let's go here and pre-identify some potions. So now we go here. Man, why can't I ever get any of the art? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. This guy doesn't do the artifacts. Oh god, I'm so dumb. This guy, the museum guy, does the artifacts. Okay, so as you turn in these mysterious items, future champions that you make, not the current one, can actually pick them up and basically get extra items. So here I got a Flaccid Limbcaster, and then of course they get better as you go, so this should be something a little bit better. These are some heavy armor boots. Can't use either of them. I don't use real armor, though these are actually really solid. And this isn't bad, but I don't use staves. So, yeah, I was like, man, where do I go? So I actually, I think I've been turning them in because you can still turn that stuff in at the academy. And you just, I just haven't been picking it up at all. Very important not to forget to go over to the trainer guy. Spend your stat points. I got 34 points just for showing up to work. Pretty good. Alright, these guys fight with their fists. So, strength is really important, both for damage and just to have health. And then skills are really important to be able to block and not take damage. I'll just raise them in equal measures, I think. Alright. Now let's get to work. Get to work, everybody. So the Kobold Warren might not be the best place, I suppose, for showing off this guy's skills, but we'll do what we can. And we should level up 2 times, so we can see a couple of new skills as well. Alright, let's talk. So, you use your fists. Now, because of the way the game works, you can actually wield a bow and a one-handed weapon, or a bow and a two-handed weapon, but you can't use a bow and a polearm or a bow and a staff. So fists, you can have fists out and a bow. Now that means that for the first level, you can shoot things much like a Rangermancer, and you honestly probably wouldn't even notice that much of a difference with these classes. Honestly, any class that spends a point to get the bow ability, and it's amazing that you get bows for just a single point, it has, you know, some nice built-in advantages. You can take care of a lot of stuff with just your bow. So I know that I was like, oh, this guy fights with his fists, everybody, and then I'm not using my fists in the slightest. But, you know, as we saw with the Rangermancers, there's a lot of times that, you know, things crowd you. Ooh, got a discount short bow already. Although it's actually not as good, is it? Yeah, 1d5 plus 1 is better than a 1d6. But yeah, when things get close to you, you punch them with your fists, and there's a cool animation. Oh, that was a champion slime. Whoops, didn't even notice. So that was a champion slime, and your fists, it's kind of interesting. They get more power the more total points that you put into your psychomancy trees. Right now I'm a rank 3, but if I were to put, you know, another point into this tree, I would go up to be a rank 4, and that would make my fists hit harder. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to save my skill point. You could spend a skill point on some stuff. You can, like, get a different kind of armor, I guess. You could get Ranger's Focus, which makes it so that if you don't fire for a few rounds, your, your bow, next bow attack deals extra damage. You could even get, like, a Ranger ability if you wanted to. But I'm going to go straight Psychomancer just to show off more of this stuff. So we're going to hold on to this skill point. Now, the other thing is, let's take a look at what we got. So this is a cool ability. You jump once, and then if you land next to a wall, you can jump again and deal a bunch of damage. This causes some weapons to start to orbit around you, and then as you hit monsters with your fists, the weapons fly off and deal damage to other monsters. And then this is a stance. So the stances are actually kind of complicated. Basically, when you use this ability for the first time, you enter the stance. And then additionally, entering the stance has a certain effect. So this shout weakens the attacks of any enemy adjacent to you by 20% for 2 rounds when you enter the stance. Then you stay in the stance, and as far as I know, there's no cost to staying in the stance. When you're in the stance, you can use this ability to try to carry an enemy over your head, and you can actually throw the carried creature at others. It's all a little bit complicated to pull off, but let me just show it when there's more than one monster around. But the fists, by the way, do an absolutely insane amount of damage. Like, just, it's outrageous how much damage you do with your fists as you build up your psychomancy tree. So let me just find a place that has more than one monster. Actually, no, I'm just gonna get into the stance. So I get into the stance, so I'm in there now. Now it says high res the mountain. There's no time limit, I'm just in the stance now. And that green slime had its damage reduced for a couple of rounds, not that that mattered in the slightest. Kind of surprised the monks use medium armor as opposed to light, but I think that it's important for every game to kind of do its own take on the classical classes. Sure, traditionally in D&D, monks were unarmed and unarmored, but, you know, if your guy was just naked, I guess that'd be kind of lame. You wouldn't get any benefit from gear that you find. Oh man, I could have killed that warlord. So this game, you know, it's a game of skill. Even when you have your hero equipped and everything, you gotta know what the monsters are, gotta know how to do things right. Okay. So, well, maybe this Psychomancer will one day avenge my death. Let's go down to the next level. I'm trying to get to a place that has more than one enemy at the same time. Do not underestimate their champions. By the way, I found a champion in the first level of this place, probably because of that champion perk. I don't think it's like a guaranteed like extra champion per floor, or I don't know, maybe it is. Ooh, a book. But it's unlikely I would have seen a champion on the first floor if I hadn't taken that thing. Okay, so what we do now is we use the ability again, and I pick this guy up, and I'm hanging it over my head. I'm carrying this thing. And miraculously, I can like keep on fighting with my fists while I'm carrying the slime. I can just carry it. It's a little bit bizarre. But let's say I'm like, oh, fuck this thing. Now I can use my 4 ability again and chuck this, and it'll actually damage everything in that laser line of path. Notice the enemy that I threw wasn't actually hurt in this exchange. It just kind of damaged the enemy that I threw it at, but I took it away for a while. So if there's some monster that like is really a problem, you can just lift it up over your head, keep on fighting with your fists, keep on shooting your bow, and just get it out of the picture for a while. It's a really cool skill, very thematic. Let me just do it again. Huh? I guess you kind of knock it out, and then that's what allows you to pick it up. Note that you cannot pick up champions and bosses if you use the ability on them. Yeah, it's not a particularly hard-hitting ability. Okay, I'm actually getting a little close to death here. So let me try to see if I can do a kick. So I'm gonna jump to this wall. Because I jumped to a wall, I can now jump away from it, and you kind of have to like jump in a certain direction. You have to be careful because you can't control the sort of thing you get. Like here I'm getting a Tetris shape, here I'm getting a square. So you kind of have to plan carefully. It all depends on the angle. But wasn't that the coolest fucking thing? So it's difficult to use. There's a bit of a... Okay, am I seriously gonna die here? Oh, that was a champion? Oh, no wonder that thing took forever to die. Christ, I didn't even realize that was a champion. It wasn't glowing or anything. Well, proof of strength, here we go. Oops, did not mean to step forward like that. So anyway, yeah, you can use that ability on champions, but you can't pick them up. They just become unbalanced, and you deal a bunch of damage to them. So the triangle is spinning around me. That's called verb, and that's used to power some attacks. Although I don't actually see a cost to it. Like it doesn't say uses verb, so I'm not actually 100% clear on how that works. Hey man, I can't know everything, can I? There have to be limits to my expertise. God, I was wondering why that one random thing was taking so long to die. I wish it had glowed the way that champions typically do. So that was a bonus champion on both levels, and in a way, you can see that's actually a pretty powerful perk because it means you find more proofs of strength. And that means that every, assuming you can bring those proofs of strength back, of course, means that every future hero for the entire rest of your time playing this game will have extra skill points to spend at the start of the game, which is, I mean, it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of like the perk makes a difference, not just for you, but for all future characters that you play with. In that sense, it's like the most far-reaching perk there is. Did I ever level up? Am I level 3? No, I'm still actually level 2. Wait, where am I? I'm here. None of these guys are champions. Yeah. He's just a regular old berserker. Okay. So how do we deal with this? There's no walls here for me to jump off of, so I'm going to get closer to one so I can actually maybe jump off it, take a couple guys out. Let's jump up like this. And yes, I got a square here. Perfect. Bam! Oh, and I even leveled up. That could not have been any cooler if I tried. All right, let's just spend some skill points in the middle of battle here. So I haven't shown telekinesis yet. This basically makes it so that whenever you use Seize Opportunity and Nothing is Impossible, so Seize Opportunity is this thing. Nothing is Impossible, what is that? Is that this thing? That's level 6 thing, so just this. One debuff is removed, and if you have any buffs, they actually last an additional round, and then debuffs last one less round. So it's just an extra rider effect to your jumping ability. It's, I don't know, not that great. This makes it so that when you use your telekinesis ability, your warbending, you actually have a chance of inflicting bleeds. And what's really cool is that when you punch a container, it'll go at other enemies and attack them. So this is actually awesome. I really like that a lot. Let me just show you real quick how that works if I don't die. So I punch this, and it actually went and it attacked that enemy. Like that ran into it. So it turns containers into weapons of war, which is just the most awesome thing. There's a lot of really cool stuff about the Psychomancer. It's definitely high on the cool factor, but I think a relatively balanced class. The fists do seem to do a mildly outrageous amount of damage. I'm gonna actually go back here and punch some of these things. But he's, not exactly all that well protected. He's got that one jumping ability, which is very difficult to use, and I appreciate things that have a high skill cap, because it's really difficult to know what kind of angles you're gonna get off of the jump. It's not easy to get all the stuff that you want out of it. He doesn't have a whole lot of like blinking abilities, and while a lot of his stuff is cool, you know, sort of the staple stuff that makes a class strong, like you know, AoE and what's her face? Leech of resources, he doesn't really have any of. And the other thing is that if you branch out and get stuff from other classes, it weakens your fists. So it's a class that is punished for branching out, which makes it harder to make him overpowered. And I think that's extremely clever game design. Like, in general, if there's some, like, really powerful ability somewhere, then it's going to happen that, like, basically the most dominant strategy in the game is just, you know, to always leech or cherry pick the best abilities from each of the trees. So for example, you can get bows with just a single point. Two-handed weapons fighters' biggest problem is he can't attack at range. So while he spends a point, now he's got bows. And that's just a thing that you're probably always going to want to do. The banner that I was using as the Dungeonmans, begging your pardon. This is a champion. Okay. I can't really prepare for it in any way at all. So let me just use this ability that I haven't shown yet, Warbending. This takes 3 weapons from your inventory, causes them to rotate around you. When you hit someone, one of these weapons is hurled off at someone else. So I think, in this case, the weapon was just hurled right at him. So you kind of have to manage this carefully. You know, the weapons are obviously a finite resource, so if you don't want them to get spent, you need to shoot things with your bow. You can also shoot a weapon at someone by hitting the ability key again, and, you know, it deals some significant damage. More typically than your bow would. Now, the description on the title screen when you pick the Psychomancer says it makes armor rotate around you as well, but I believe, I could be wrong, I believe it really is just weapons, not armor. So the interesting thing about the Psychomancer, and one of the things that I feel, you know, contributes to him being a balanced rather than a broken class, is the fact that whereas other classes are going to be taking their weapons in either to stores and getting money for it, or to the smelter guy at the academy and turning it into resources, this guy is going to be chucking all of his weapons. So, you know, he doesn't get quite as much value for future generations the way that other people do. Alright, these are going to fly at him when I punch him with my fist, so there's no reason to throw them at him right now. I'm just going to shoot the bow till he comes up to me, then I'm going to use this ability. I can't put him on my back, but you're going to see, you know, I deal a bunch of damage. And, well, I actually didn't really do that much damage. What does it say? You do... deals high damage and throws them off balance. I actually don't know what that did. It didn't seem to do anything. But that did a lot. That did a whole lot. 2 fists, then a couple of telekinetically controlled weapons later. Motherfucker's dead. Alright, I could explore the rest of this place, but I think we're fine. This video's gone long enough anyway. So let's see, we're gonna blow up this place. Get nothing useful, although all regular weapons are in fact useful because they can be used to turn. What? Oh, this is mundane? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, FML. So I'm not gonna get to blow it up anymore because I really thought it'd be trivial. It's like right there. Oh man, is this place mundane too? Always look at it before you go in. No, that's trivial. So let's blow that up. Anything good here? Nope. This is mundane, so I'm not gonna do that. Alright. Hip hip hip. To the academy we go. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe if and you did. And if you want to stick around, let's go ahead and do our finishing touches here. Alright, let me also identify all my stuff. Oh man, my library is looking pimped out. How good is this library? This is a very bad library. We should read his text, it's funny. Okay, let's go over... No, I'm not going to go over to Helter Smelter. The awkward thing is the armor you really do want to smelt that. I don't know. I don't know if armor goes around you. According to this, it says weapons, but according to the title screen, it's weapons and armor. So that's kind of annoying, but what you really want to do is you can just lock all of your weapons, which is across 3 different screens. Not the greatest interface in this particular regard. And then when you go to the smelter guide, it'll smelt all your armor. But anyway, let's put a skirt on. Let's get some blandles up in this bitch. This is... interesting. So, technically, I'm losing a little bit of basic armor, but I'm getting cold resist, fire resist, and dodge. I think that's worth putting on. Obviously, I'm not going to use shields. That would be stupid. Blandles. Sturdy blandles. Definitely going to grab me some sturdy-ass fucking blandles. Do I have any good bows? Just this. So I could put this on and then just upgrade it, but I might as well upgrade my Terra bow. So I might as well just really wait for the Prance Elf longbow to use. All right. Scrolls, starting to get up a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so I don't need to do any smelting. All I need to do is go get some skill points. I submitted, I think, 3 proofs of strength. Okay. So worth getting science and food up to 20. All right, I'll get them up to 20 each. Sure. I think I'm doing okay. There's a bug with the music in this game. Sometimes you can get 2 different bits of music playing at the same time. Oh, I actually have a mastery point that I never did spend. Hey. Okay, so this gives you a different stance, which I'm gonna take just to, you know, up my fist damage. You'll notice my fist deal 46 plus 7, which is like ridiculous how much that is for this early in the game. So if I go into any of these things, the damage will increase even further. Now it's 5d6 plus motherfucking 10. I mean, it's just insane. I don't know if you can enchant your fists. I might as well. There's no point. Scrolls of weapon bowstring don't do me any good. Except, I guess, for my bows. Oh, I can't use it on the fist. Alright, well, I think it's going to fizzle if I click away, so I'm just going to put it on the bow. Not that this isn't going to be used that long. Whatever. Okay, alright, we're done here. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you again next time.